Good morning and welcome to the Daily Sports Update Show. I just waited a few seconds for the church bells to finish this morning. I'm going to always be around about 20 seconds later just waiting for the church bells because they are quite loud in the morning. How you guys doing, man? Listen here, this is going to be a fantastic sports day once again. Let's have a look at the topics. So, of course, we're going to get into the football. There was Champions League last night. There was Carabao Cup. Then we got Major League Baseball, WNBA. Of course, that's tennis, some Formula One news, and a little bit of around the world, around the world. Now, people will be wondering, why the hell has Vic got the plaza there in the middle of Mexico City? Well, that'll all come later. Don't worry. So let's get straight into it. Well, before we get into anything, you've got to plug the information. Subscribe, like, share, comment, hit the notification button. Let's get to 84,000 subscribers. We are close. So we're going to start with the ladies this morning at WNBA. And there were only two games last night. The Mercury beat the Sparks 76-64. And the Storm lost to the Fever. The Fever without Caitlin Clark doing actually quite well. They won 75-95. Playoffs getting very close there. 2 weeks to go in the regular season, and then we should have the playoffs. And I'm still thinking about doing the finals. If there's a good finals, we will do that. Then a lot of baseball on this morning. One game is still going on. We'll get into that afterwards. But the Twins beat the Blue Jays 7-5. The Phillies lost to the Mets 4-6. The Diamondbacks lost 8-9 against the Brewers. That must have been a great game. The Royals beat the White Sox 5-4. Close games here. The Pirates beat the Cardinals 8-3. The Rangers beat the Angels 7-3. The Cubs lost to the Giants 2-5. And the Rockies beat the Astros 6-1. The helpless Rockies actually win again. The Padres beat the Mariners also in a very tight game 7-6. The Tigers and the Athletics are still going. That's 5-5 in the top of the 10th. So we're into extra innings there. The Dodgers beat the Reds 6-3. High Life's Boston Red Sox beat the Orioles. Let me talking about Red Sox and Orioles and all that stuff. There you go. Manus is in there. Yeah. We'll talk about the Stormers jersey later. The Red Sox beat the Orioles 5-0, so they're keeping their lead there in the wild card race. The Braves beat the Marlins 11-2. The Guardians beat the Rays 3-0, and the Yankees are keeping pace with the Red Sox. The Yankees and the Red Sox are giving themselves a nice battle there for that wild card spot. They beat the Nationals, the Yankees, 5-1. So that's your Major League Baseball for this morning. Don't forget this afternoon to join us for DEFCON Rugby. That's going to be at 1700 Central European Time. Then we move on to tennis. Nice block of tennis coming up here as well. Start off with the ladies. Coco Gauff, she came through. Iga Swiatek came through. Amanda Azimova is through as well. Alexandrova came through. Laura Sigmund, the German lady, doing well there. Maya from Brazil came through. Naomi Osaka has also won. Ashlyn Kruger beat Sophie Kenner. Surprise, surprise. That is the first part. Then the second part of the woman, Donna Vekic is through. Sakharova came through. Baptiste through. You guys check out the scores there. I'm not going to get into all of them. Yes, our Swiss girl, Victoria Kulabich, she came through as well. So, yeah, it's starting to hot up there. We're getting, this is the second round. Once you get into the third round, the fourth round, it really becomes exciting. On the men's side, when I put this stuff up, Alexandra Zverev won the first set against Tabilo, and it was 6-6 in the second. I don't know what the score is. Yannick Sinner, he breezed past there 6-1, 6-1, 6-2. Alex Demure is through. Musetti is through. Tommy Paul. Stefano Tsitsipas is in there. He has dropped down the world rankings, hasn't he? Felix Auger-Aliassime is also through. And Denis Shapovalov is through. The Canadians, yeah. Hey, Canada, doing well there. Next part there, I mean, look, you guys check out your favorite guys. I'm just going to look at this. Yes, I've got to remember, name Leandro Riedli, the Swiss guy. He is through as well. So Alex Popperin came through. So a lot. David Goffin, still going strong, man. David Goffin must be 100 years old by now. He's still playing. So that's your tennis, but the minute we get into those quarterfinals, we'll go more into detail there. Then, now you'll know why the Mexican flag is out there. Because Cadillac, the new Formula One team that's joining next year with their new car, this is, what would Ryan say? This is a kind of a livery there. I just call that, it's a model, it's a makeup of what the car could look like next year for Cadillac. And I'm going to just have to put in a little bit of music in the background. A little bit of Mexican music early in the morning. Because our favorite taco driver, you can put the taco truck in the garage now. He is gone. There's no more tacos for him. El Taco Perez is the new driver. What is his face doing on that side? Taco, what have you done? You should be over here, my friend. There you go. Well, put them like that. There you go. Taco Perez and the man that thinks he's Magnum, Valtteri Bottas. They are the new drivers for Cadillac. So a very, very experienced duo. I think it's quite cool. A lot of people wanted young drivers. I think it's cool that we have Bottas and Taco Perez back. Chihuahua, bang, bang. We get a lot of fun with that. Look, we always made fun of Sergio Perez here on the channel when he was at Red Bull. But one thing, since he's gone, the second driver at Red Bull is irrelevant. I mean, I could drive that bloody car out, make more points than what those boys are doing right now. Taco Perez was averaging on average when he was driving, I think it was 11 points a race on average over the whole seasons that he was there. These boys are not, they would be happy to be 11 seconds behind the points at the moment. They don't even score 11 points in the whole season. So Taco's back, Valtteri Bottas is back, and Cadillac are doing well. It's going to be a lot of fun next year. It's going to be a lot of fun. Then guys, don't forget, next week, on Wednesday, the Americans will name their Ryder Cup team. Ooh, what does Keegan Bradley do? You know, does he name himself as being the captain and a player? The Europeans will name their team, I think, on Saturday. So that'll start in 2 weeks' time. The Ryder Cup, always an exciting thing. I love watching the Ryder Cup. Let me just check out the chats here. Now that we'll talk about the Stormers jersey in the DEFCON Rugby this afternoon. I know Vern loves it. I think he's ordered himself 2 of each. There you go. Then yesterday there was Champions League, and ooh, not good there. Celtic Glasgow got knocked out by Karat Almaty. Pafos knocked out Red Star Belgrade, and Bodo Glimt came through after they won the first leg 5-0. They lost to Sturm Graz 2-1, but Bodo Glimt is through. So those teams are in the Champions League in the main draw that is tomorrow. The draw is tomorrow, I think, if I've got everything right. Tonight there are more games, and talking about tonight's game, live on our channel tonight, FC Copenhagen against FC Basel with Ryan and with Vern. So check that out. That'll be at 8:45 Central European time. They will start streaming that. Then there was a lot of games in the English Carabao Cup. That's the League Cup. Just going to go through them quickly. Reading knocked out Wimbledon 2-1. Cambridge knocked out Charlton Athletic 3-1. The Wolverhampton Wanderers knocked out West Ham United in an all Premier League clash 3-2. The pressure is mounting on older Mr. Potter, Graham Potter. He needs to be Harry Potter. He needs to start making some magic. Otherwise, sacked in the morning, my friend. Sacked in the morning. Doncaster Rovers beat Accrington Stanley 2-0. A lot of these results there. Bournemouth got knocked out by Brentford in another all Premier League clash 2-0. Barnsley beat Rotherham 2-1. Birmingham City got knocked out. That's the team from Tom Brady owned team. Got knocked out by Port Vale. Wycombe Wanderers and Bromley drew 2-2, but Wycombe Wanderers came through on penalties. The third round, Burnley knocked out Derby County. Lincoln City knocked out Burton Albion 1-0. Cardiff knocked out Cheltenham 3-0. And Southampton knocked off Norwich City. Who's our friend there from Southampton? He will be happy, Vern. He will definitely be happy. Then a little bit more. Wrexham, yes, the team owned by Ryan Reynolds. It's about the only good thing in Wales at the moment is Wrexham. They beat Preston North End 3-2. Bradford City knocked off Stoke 3-0. Huddersfield beat Sunderland off in penalties after 1-1. So another Premier League team gone. Swansea and Plymouth Argyle drew 1-1, but Swansea came through on penalties. And last but not least, Wigan Athletic knocked off Stockport County 1-0. Millwall knocked off Coventry City. I think that's the team that's been coached by Frank Lampard, 2-1. And Sheffield Wednesday knocked off another Premier League team, Leeds United, also on penalties after drawing 1-1. Talking about Premier League teams being knocked off, this is the Premier League for the weekend. Why am I showing this? Because, of course, later today at 6 o'clock Central European Time, we will have our Premier League prediction show. We will look back at what we predicted last week, see how many points I made, see how many points Vern made, and then we'll have a look forward to week 3 that's coming up on this weekend. After this weekend, there is a break in the Premier League for the international break, so there will be no games the week Saturday in a week's time. But join us for that. That's always a lot of fun. Put in your predictions and all that, and we'll see what happens. So that's kind of the sports day for today. Let's put a little bit of that taco music in the background again. I can tell you, Sergio Perez is dancing right now. He is happy. We are happy to have Sergio back. I think I'm going to have to do, next season, I'm going to have to do a Formula One thing. I'm gonna have tacos here. I'm gonna eat it with Perez. The first race of the season, I'm gonna do a live watch along just for Taco Perez. So you guys have a great day. See you guys later, because you're gonna join us in any case at 1700 Central European Time for the DEFCON Rugby show. After that, it's the Premier League predictions at 1800, and at 2045 Central European Time, it is Basel who go to Copenhagen to see if they can turn over that 1-1 and qualify for the Champions League. We'll see that. So you guys enjoy. See you guys later. Ciao, ciao.